Hello my dears, this is Sarah from sheholdsdearly.com and I am back. I have two really fun announcements today. Number one, our YouTube channel just hit 30,000, so we're gonna do a giveaway, and the way it's gonna work is I'm gonna tell you my top 10 products that I love so much with DIY decorating, and I am also going to give away this entire package to one of my subscribers. So you can leave a comment telling me which is your favorite piece, and you also need to be subscribed. So that's the number one announcement. The number two announcement is my behind the scenes group is about to open. We are preparing daily. It is going to be opening September 23rd. This is my private monthly coaching group, and we talk about design. We have a Bible study. We have an awesome Facebook group. There's prizes. It's super fun. If you are interested and that sounds like something that is right up your alley, I want you to click on the link below and join my wait list so you don't miss out. All right, let's get on with today's video. I want to tell you my top 10 DIY products. Number one, every DIY decorator needs to be carrying her own tape measure in her purse. This is super light, super small. It's not like you could build a house with this thing, but it's tiny. I mean, you could even put this on your keychain, although I wouldn't. But have a small tape measure in your purse, because you just never know what you're gonna find on the side of the road, what you're gonna find in the thrift store, and you may need to take a measurement. I use mine all the time. Number two, I suggest getting yourself a Sherwin-Williams paint fan, or they call them fan decks. They are free, and you just need to go to your nearest Sherwin-Williams and ask for your own. I find that even if you're gonna use a different brand, the selection in here is so fantastic that it's just wonderful to have on hand in your house to get going on paint ideas. And I think Sherwin-Williams is just, they have a great amount, and they have some really classic colors, and they're just a really good paint fan to have on hand. Get yourself a paint fan. Now, I do have a few paintbrushes that I love, but number three would be a good paintbrush. I'm gonna do a sort of unique one this time. I recommend Purdy brushes. I recommend the Kiehl's Magnolia paintbrushes, but I like the angled sash 1.5 inch. That's a great brush if you need to get one brush. This one's kind of fun, and I'm gonna throw this one in. It's the Wooster Shortcut brush. And what I like about it is it has this rubbery little handle, so it's comfortable in your hand, and it's really good for getting inside nightstand, shelving, any type of really tight space that you need to get into, and you don't need a long handle for it. This is when I pull out my Wooster Shortcut. So we're gonna put that in the package. Number four is frog tape. I've tried to cut corners with this before and just use regular masking tape, and I'm always sorry. It actually has a chemical in the tape that seals the edge of the tape and it prevents bleeding. So that's why people love it. It's called paint block technology. It is a real thing. It really makes a difference to use your frog tape. And they are so serious about their products that you get it in this little container, and they want you to store it in the container so that you do not dent the edges at all. Kept in the special case so that your lines are perfectly straight. They're very serious about what they're doing. Number five, this is for the upholsterer, and even the tiniest upholstery project. If you have to remove a tack, nail, staple, do not go after that with a screwdriver. Your hand will be blistering and you will be wanting to throw your project out the window. So I suggest investing. These are not very much, and I will put this in our set, of course, but this is a staple remover. And if I have a big project, I'll even wear golfing gloves because you can just blister if you have a lot to do. But for sure, you're gonna want a staple remover. All right, next up, I don't have a brand new one to show you right now, but this is mine. I actually have a few of these. This is from Rust-Oleum. It's a great idea. It is a attachment. So you pinch these two little pieces right here. It opens up and it clamps on top of your spray can for spray paint. And you essentially create a tiny paint sprayer. Now this wouldn't be for a huge project, I don't suggest that. But if you need to do a frame on a mirror or something, I love this thing because you just pull the trigger once you've got it all set up. You get this nice even spray, your hand doesn't get all cramped, you don't get paint in your nails, as smooth a finish as you can with a can of spray paint. Number 7, I'm going to recommend Citrus Strip. I've tried a few different types of products for stripping paint and stain off of wood furniture, and you know, the raw wood look is just more and more popular. I love it. I probably like 50% of the time will paint something, 50% of the time will just strip it and oil it or clear coat it. But when I do have to strip down wood, I love Citrus Strip. It smells like oranges, so you don't have to wear a gas mask or anything. It's easy enough it's gentle enough that you can use it indoors, maybe just open the window, but not a big deal. You put this goopy stuff on and let it sit for 15, or sometimes I'll do 30 minutes. And it starts bubbling, and then you just scrape it off. And you can also, I really like to use this on difficult spots, so really detailed areas on chairs and things that I can't get into with a sander. I will put Citrus Strip on there, and then I'll come back with steel wool and I'll work that off and then rinse it with water. It's awesome. Number 8, you knew I was gonna say it. OxiClean White Revive. This is not the regular OxiClean, and it's actually sort of difficult to find. I find it in Target and of course Amazon. This is the stuff that I used to get my IKEA curtains pristine white, and it's not bleach. There are enzymes that whiten the fabric. So I've used this on my IKEA curtains. It was the only thing I could get my curtains to get white with. Not even bleach was working. And I have used it to clean my white upholstered furniture. Oh, and this is what I use to clean our white sheets. I recently did a video on why you should only buy white sheets, and I wouldn't suggest that without recommending on its heels to get OxiClean White Revive. Okay, 2 more to go. This is my go-to sandpaper. It's a 220 grit. That's a nice standard medium grade grit that you can have on hand, and I use this for my furniture transformations. So in between painting, or if I am trying to get paint off of something, this is what I love. Alright, last one. This can go with your Rust-Oleum paint handle. This is made by Rust-Oleum, and this is a paint and primer combination. The only thing you need to know about this stuff is that when you put your first coat on, and I'm pretty much gonna guarantee you're gonna need 2 coats, your first coat is time sensitive, or your second coat is time sensitive. So you put your first coat down, and then I think you have 30 minutes before you need to get back in there and do your second coat, or it starts bubbling and doing some weird things. So really pay attention to that. But this is the Heirloom White Satin. This one I buy by the case. I love this. This is the softest, creamiest white. You can use it as your white as well. But this is a beautiful color. I've spray painted furniture, frames, whatever I could possibly want. This is my go-to for my creamy white spray paints. All right. Now you know some of my secret weapons in the design world. Remember, you could win this if you are subscribed and you leave me a comment. Tell me you are subscribed. Tell me what your favorite piece was. All right, you have until Tuesday, September 1st. Don't forget. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I do post regularly, and I share my professional design advice for the DIY home life. All right, take care, and I will talk to you soon.